So, today I've got a question or an experiment in regards to tone. So I know like a ton of people, myself included, really sort of like obsess over their tone and the tone of everybody else. But what I want to know is, do you or me know what you or me sound like? Does a person really know what they sound like? I mean, there's a lot of people, like Slash and Hendrix and Page and Eddie and all these guys that, they spend a lot of time trying to recreate their sound. And, a lot of guys will say, like, you always just sound like yourself. And then all those guys, like, no matter what year they played through, they just sounded like themselves. So, at the beginning, there was a clip of me playing through my main rig that I practice and play through. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a picture of the board in the state that it's in when you're watching or when you heard it at the beginning of the video. And then I'm going to set everything back to 0 or turn everything off, all the settings, and see if I can make it sound close to what it sounded like before. Because I feel like I sort of struggle with, I'll set something up and then I'll never want to adjust it because I'm like, oh, can I ever get back to, the way it was before? So I kind of have a thesis or a theory of what's going to happen. I think I'm going to think that it sounds pretty much like it did before, and then I'm going to compare the picture before and after, and it's probably not going to be anything close, but it's just all in your head. So, all right, well, let's see what happens. All right, so I guess I'll do a little explaining of what I got for what normally gets my sounds. I got the Tonex doing a blackface Fender style amp. Then I'm running it through the Plexi Drive Deluxe with the boost enabled, and then I have a plate reverb, a chorus, and a delay for my higher gain sort of stuff. So aha. So I guess I'll just set everything at like 12 o'clock and go from there. I'll try to get like the preamp sort of section going. Oh yeah, I guess. So that's the cleaning. Makes a little more bite. Turn that up a little bit, maybe a little less. I feel like a little more bass, a little less mids. Alright, so put this mix probably like 30%. Decay, something. I don't think I really mess with modulation. I like throwing a little something on there. pre-delay, I'll probably just a smidge. I'm pretty sure I would leave the EQ off because. Well, I don't know if I switched that or not. A? Alright, let's move on to the chorus. Let's put everything at like 12 o'clock. Alright, that's probably really close. I said the chorus is kind of, it gets covered up in everything else. Alright, we'll just... Alright, now the delay. So let's just do clean. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I'm at 250. Hello? So we are probably I don't know. much chorus. Little too much chorus. I guess, I mean, not really a little too much, just not how I had it before. It actually doesn't sound that bad. Alright, so I'm comparing what we had on my phone here, and so it looks like for the Plexi drive we were pretty close. I added a little bit more treble gains, a little bit higher basses, spot on, a little more boost. Like I said, I didn't adjust this because it's a plug-in, so really doesn't matter a whole lot. The decay, a little bit more mix on here, still on the A setting. A little more pre-delay is what I used to have. The EQ is pretty much in the middle. I put modulation on here, so that's interesting. The chorus, the rate was a little higher. The effect level was a little bit lower like I had before, kind of like I was saying. The filter, honestly, I don't even really know what that does. And then the delay is kind of interesting. The effect level was a little bit higher before. The feedbacks is roughly, I mean, that's pretty much the same, like a little bit more, slightly longer delay. So that's interesting. I wasn't sure. I mean, I call that a success. Like, that's pretty close. And like I said, normally I play through this FR down here, the Fender one, which is actually pretty good. And this was going through studio monitors, so that might be a little bit of difference on the EQ there, but I think the essence was pretty much it. Hey, so something happened while I was editing, and the conclusion just sort of disappeared. So I guess I'll sort of sum up what I had said. Basically, I think it turned out pretty good. It sounded a lot closer than I thought it would be. Mainly, probably the only difference was, the difference between studio monitors and FRFR. But yeah, I'd really like to see someone else try this and see if, like, maybe more of, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really interested to see if anyone else can try this and see how their results turn out. So, yeah, somebody should try it, and I'll watch it. All right, see you.